Good evening and welcome to Off the Sticks, the episode you've all been waiting for. We have a lot to talk about today, but before we can talk about any spreadable substances, we first have to go over a few things. We have a correspondent, we're talking about Clout, we're talking about Ultimate, but the first thing, a word from our sponsor.
Bear DSM is the brand new line of bondage accessories for bears. Known as the horniest of all forest mammals, now any bear can live their lives to the fullest inside and outside of the den. King shamers be damned. Bear DSM, for the animal within the animal.
What does the rest of the acronym stand for? Is it just
Bear, domination, somination, machination.
You're a virgin.
Nothing wrong with that.
Love how they hold a note at the end
I
there.
love holding the note, you know what I mean?
And we're back, episode 15. 15 weeks.
I love when they cheer.
It's your favorite part of the show. It's your favorite part of the show.
Because it's the crowd. They're roaring.
Yeah.
Oh, they just stopped.
Well, they loved us for a bit.
They're very disciplined.
They get tired quickly.
Yeah.
Weak lungs.
Sleepy.
We have a pretty exciting show coming up.
This is a pretty exciting show. I think we got a lot of good topics. There's a mystery topic that I didn't even know about. Apparently
Yes.
Ludwig made a mystery thing. How have you been, by the way? I've watched your stream. I live with you. I hear you scream. What's going on?
Past week, I've streamed every day, and every day I gambled on stream. Stayed up till 4 a.m. drinking Tito's and cranberry juice, diet cranberry juice.
Yeah, well, you know.
Down 10 pounds.
Already? That seems unhealthy.
So unhealthy.
Yeah. The juice cleanse.
I feel like shit. You just keep
Calories.
eating your own piss and
Yeah,
shit.
Right. It's like, nice.
So it's less and less nutrition your body
South
has
Beach
to absorb.
Diet, I hear.
Yeah, so I've been good outside of that, gambling way too much.
Okay.
Scary amounts. You owe me $7, by the way.
Why?
Just want to cover that. I got you Taco Bell 6 weeks ago. Never paid me back.
Oh, shit.
Not
All right,
pressing.
we're
There's
covered.
no time limit. There's
Got
no time
receipts.
limit for it.
Okay.
But if you could just get that to me very quickly.
Yeah.
Because rent is due and I'm $693 short.
It's kind of, it's cool that we both have a fucking gambling problem.
Yeah.
Because I always get shit, but now it's like, now we're both in it together and it feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except you give your money to some unnamed casino that you can yell at, and I give mine to my friends.
Which is worse? Your friends are taking your money. I'm not friends with the casino.
Well, you just remove the friend word, and then it's easy.
What?
You know?
What? So
Not my friends anymore.
No, yeah. Sorry, Atrioc. He doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Because you have too much of his Venmo bucks.
And your chic's terrible. Mostly that's the main reason. But outside of gambling, I've been good. How you been?
You know.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Inside of gambling, it's been bad.
So one thing I did on stream, you brought it up yesterday, was I went on Akinator. Do you know what that is?
No.
Akinator
Does
is...
it have to do with Clay Aiken, winner of American Idol?
Yeah, it just melds
Sorry. He's runner-up.
It melds your face and Clay Aiken's face together, and it goes, this would be the runner-up of next season of American Idol.
Yeah, that's hype. 2002? What a year.
That's not it. That's not it.
Vintage.
Also, why is Clay Aiken like one of the 5 people remember from American Idol?
I don't know, he's very flamboyant, very rememberable. No one remembers Justin Guarini. He works at a Burger King now, I think.
High up in the BK?
Probably not.
Nice. Well, Akinator's none of that. It's actually a website you can go to try to have a bot guess who you're thinking of. And it'll ask you questions, like 20 questions, and then based off your answers, it'll find out who you're thinking of.
Okay.
And it's very accurate. You know, you could go through as many questions. In 5 questions, it'd get George Clooney. You know, in 10, it'd get Ned Schneebly. In 15, you'd get Mango.
How does it know who Mango is? That's the thing.
It just, I think it's user input. And then if enough users input like that answer or go for that answer, it'll have it as a response.
Oh.
So there was Mango on there. There was SFAT. There was West Balls. I mean, there's all the top players.
Okay.
And so I thought, you know, I'd take a stab and try to find Ludwig.
Okay.
And I did. I posted it on Twitter today. You can check it out. I found myself on Akinator But then I was like, let me find my good friend Slime. So here's the adventure.
Am I on the Clay Akinator?
You are on the Clay Akinator.
Have I almost won American Idol?
Let's check it out. This was the first question from Akinator. Is your character a girl? Now, bear in mind, I was trying to find Slime here. So, first question, is your character a girl? Obviously, I answered no. Yeah. Okay?
Oh boy.
That's a freebie. Next question. And because I had been doing so many smashers, Akinator kind of catches up to that. He said, is your character a competitive smasher?
Is this Akinator?
That's Mr. Akinator.
This is Clay Aiken, but as a Eastern man.
Yeah, a lot of what you said was really racist out of context.
Okay.
So he asked, is your character a competitive smasher? Might seem weird as a second question, but since I had done so many smash ones, it remembers. It's in the cache. So I answered yes, competitive being an operative word there, but yes.
Yeah, well,
And then the third question I thought was one you like especially.
Come on. It's probably not correct.
No, correct means go back to correct the last one.
Oh.
Not correct.
That's bullshit.
So the correct answer here was yes. So I clicked yes there because that's an obvious one. And then the next question I thought, because it starts to find things out. Like really short? And I have to answer honestly because I'm going for Slime here. So I'm like, yes, he's really short.
I don't fucking like this guy, bro.
So I'm trying to find like a new question that'll narrow it down even further. So he knows you're a competitive Smash player. He knows you're short, like really short. But then question 5, I think, really seals it up. Like so impressively short that it impacts his relationship with women. And the answer here is obviously yes. I mean, I don't think there's another answer you can put in here if I'm going to be honest. And so after those 5 questions, guess what Akinator said?
What?
Slime. He said Slime.
Internet funny man?
Internet funny man.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at that.
Why did they have to pick this picture? I look like shit. I look like a fucking homeless guy who found these clothes. I'm next to Nick, who is way better than me, and then Luigi Kid, who's buff now. Luigi Kid's fucking buff now.
He is buff.
This sucks, man. Why does it have my Venmo there? Is this for pity? At Gucci Lanyard on Venmo, if you want to.
That's crazy.
Help out.
So you're Gucci Lanyard?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. So that's the person who submitted the photo.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did they? This is weird. Okay, for one.
Who's they?
My height has never been an issue in a relationship that I know of.
Uh-huh. Well.
I don't think.
Operative words.
I'm 5, I'm 5.
You're 5 and change. 4'13" as like we call them. 4'13".
I don't like this.
Either way, that was my adventure trying to find you on Akinator.
That is so wild. I don't like machine learning. I at least want the robots to know that I am, average height.
Well, I'm sure some robots would still find you attractive. Maybe you have to be a little more, open with your net that you cast to the robots, but one robot will be really desperate. It'll come around. It won't be a Siri. It won't be an Alexa.
Like college robot. Back in robot college.
It'll want love.
Yeah.
So you could give it that. Give it the good loving.
Well, thanks, man. That's really cool that, I'm made my mark on the internet here. I finally...
You've made it, my good sir.
When the robots when I die, they'll remember.
Yeah. Your lover, Clairebot, will forever cherish
Clairebot and our robo future.
Yeah.
Wow. You're an asshole.
So that was my special segment. I'm glad we could share that moment together.
God damn it.
First segment of the day. Now, next up, we have to talk about the covert operative.
Yeah. Okay, so this is really interesting. This happened over last week. I think this happened like the Tuesday or the day after we did our last show.
Yeah.
And this is a really interesting thing that happened. So I'm not going to get too into like the nitty-gritty details, but we've all heard about the tale of Mingy, right?
Yeah.
He got banned from the Michigan melee scene for being like an asshole, like on the internet. And in real life too, whatever, neither here nor there, but ultimately he was banned from a region, right? What happened in the coming months, Mingy had put a mask on his face, a surgical mask, a weeb mask. I don't think it was like this one, but because people who like anime a lot will wear a surgical mask sometimes. I don't know.
Little cat whiskers.
Yeah, or a little like a bear mouth, and will signal that they're like, into anime or I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, he wore a mask, entered as different tags, and competed in locals on the East Coast, I think at MDVA, right?
No, he competed in New England.
New England.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I fucked it up.
That's right. It was New England where he was
competing. MVDA down there.
MVDA.
We're riding real.
I'm pretty sure it's MDVA?
DVDA.
Either way, he competed in New England.
It was New England. Anyway, this is crazy because this means people teamed with him.
Yeah.
People literally teamed with him and didn't know.
No.
They're just like, oh yeah, that dude. And I think this poses an actual, like, I won't say security threat, but let's just say you're in Al-Qaeda.
Okay.
Let's say that.
Okay.
Let's say that Ludwig Ogren
Well, let's not put names attached
is in
to
Al-Qaeda,
It could
the
be
terrorist
anyone.
organization.
Maybe not
let's say
specific
that.
names.
And
Maybe
just
not,
say it verbally over and over. And let's
maybe-
say that.
yes.
And let's say you want to go to a local in MVDA,
Okay.
DVD-ROM.
MDVD-ROM.
And let's say you want to
Great.
go there
Great.
and infiltrate this Smash scene.
Great.
All you have to do is wear a mask with a little bear face on it.
Yes.
Isn't that fucked up? What do we do about that?
Well, I mean, it
how do
brings
we
up the
stop
question-
this? How do we stop Al-Qaeda?
First
Is my
of all,
question to you.
Dick Cheney crushed that like a grape already. All
And
right?
made money off of it.
Thank you, Dick. And have fun with the $39.5 billion. Second of all, what about Falco Master?
Yeah.
That was hype. People like Falco Master.
That was hype, but what if Falco Master was Jared from Subway? Like, what the fuck?
He just has like the meanest Falco of all time.
Yeah, it's just like, what are we supposed to do about that?
By day, Subway salesman. By night, Falco player.
Yeah, and
By midnight?
by midnight, it gets bad.
Yeah, that's where you. That's why he's in jail. Yeah, that's. I mean,
What do we do?
The-
Is Falco Master banned now?
Well, the honest answer is that usually you're supposed to not. You're supposed to be identifiable. You're not allowed to have like at conventions. You're usually not allowed to have like full mask in garb.
Yeah, but these are locals, right? Like, these are just, the gang hanging out, playing some Melee. Weebs welcome,
it's the
unfortunately.
same thing. I mean, like this mask. I don't know. I don't know what the outfit was. I don't know if he came in full.
I asked a contact in the scene, and it was a surgical mask. It was simply that.
Like if it was like mask levels of like the Akutsuki.
Okay.
The Akutsuki.
All right, yeah.
What's the one from Naruto?
Yakuza.
No,
Yakuza.
that's not it. That's not it at all. That's
not in
real
it?
life. No, they're real.
GTA
The
3.
Atsuki, Akutsuki.
Dude, I don't watch anime.
Yeah. I don't either. I don't even know what it's called. That's crazy. But their masks like cover this, but you can still kind of identify like, oh my god, Itachi.
Wow. It's like that.
Yeah,
So
Itachi.
So I mean, what do we do?
Itachi.
Okay.
Yeah, well, so what you do is that if you feel uncomfortable, you ask a TO, and the TO politely asks for your identity or something like that, right?
Right. I guess that's the ultimate, like, you can, but that also puts a squash on the idea of a Falco Master. Like, a Falco Master will always have to disclose their identity to the TO. And what if the TO is a narc?
It's TO's discretion, right? So if TO, like if you show up as Falco Master, and TO's like, well, it's fine, it's Slime, and then you go 0-2, and it's Falco Master 0-2.
I wouldn't go 0-2, but, I could be Falco Master. I've been playing Netplay a lot recently.
Yeah. Okay. So you're Falco Master 3000. You're there. You're crushing everyone at the weekly, and you tell Dawson, "Hey, it's me, Slime." And he's like, "I could tell from your fupa." And you go, "That's rude, Dawson." He could,
Fuck you, Zipper.
in his mind, then decide, okay, well, screw it. I don't need to tell anyone. It's fine. It's Slime. But then if it's like, it's me, Jared.
Right, from
then
Subway.
he's like, all right, Jared, I'm sorry. Take off the fucking mask and leave.
Okay, no. How about this? What if the TO is cool with Jared from Subway? What if he is also...
Then when it all releases and comes out like everything does, both the TO and Falco Master, 12
from Subway?
5 foot long,
Yeah.
will both be, excommunicated.
Meatball marinara.
And they will roll their meatballs away from the scene.
I guess, but like during that time, no one is the wiser. And I'm just saying, this is something that I don't think I've ever heard of before at being a problem. Like, Falco Master would show up and it'd be funny, right? It's like, oh, it's just the masked man, whatever. But now it's like, now people who aren't really welcome at certain tournaments are concealing their identity.
Well, he was
that's
also
crazy.
There's a lot of different layers, and I don't super understand the whole thing, but I'm pretty sure he was unbanned from Michigan by that time.
Okay,
I think
that's
his ban was
interesting.
only 2 months. He wasn't like perma-banned from the.
See, I'm not sure if he was or wasn't, and like that's why I don't want to get into like the nitty gritty because there's a whole bunch of shit.
I read a lot of the defense because I'm in New England Melee, so I read the whole thread. And actually, the guy, you know, he texted the guy who like he told him the whole thing. The thread's actually insane. If
It's
you
a
wanna check it
fucking
out.
wild thread.
Some juicy juice.
I would recommend reading and not commenting. I don't
Yes.
like commenting on other people's regions if you're not involved.
No. But it was actually Get a War Machine, Jesse, who's like a guy from New Hampshire that I know who like he originally texted, and then Jesse narked out
Oh, he narked?
for the better of the community.
I fuck cops. Dude.
Yeah, you fuck cops. You would let Jared from Subway into your tournament.
Look.
Yep, that's it, baby. Lock it up. Jared
What am I
from
supposed
Subway.
to do? Am I supposed to side with the cops, bro?
Any Jareds out there and any members of Al Qaeda go to Slime's tournaments. They are free to the public. He won't narc.
Terrorists and child molesters.
And
Oh
it
my God.
is only $5 venue fee. Insane.
Good split. Like it's a Grinders local.
Grinders local
honestly.
for sure. You can make a lot if you keep going every week if you show up. So yeah, I think that's enough about that. But either way, I think it's just a funny.
It's super wild, and I think it's
Yes.
something we should like look at one of these days critically as a community. You know,
I think just appreciate TOs because a lot of the responsibility lies on TOs.
they have to make the decisions. They have to make that final call and say like, Jared, yes, you're allowed, or no, Jared, go home.
I saw G-Town Tom. He's like the guy in New England. He's the absolute legend, TO of TOs. Any TO knows him. Most players know him. And he's the one who didn't know who he was. And then after he found out who he was, he's like, how dare you?
Yeah,
You know what I
clutching
mean?
his
Like,
pearls.
How
like,
could you? How could you? At my tournament.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a little bad. Like the TO should know at the very least, and then the TO can make that discretion. I think that's pretty much how it always works.
I'm just saying, next time, if you're a TO or you're, if anyone's wearing a weeb mask, just be like, hey, who are you? Or are you cool?
And then also get one of those little litmus tests so you can check if they're actually sick.
Pregnancy test?
Litmus?
A litmus test is like a
They cough into it.
non-tangible thing. Is it? Is it? Did it begin as a metaphor or not? I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah,
I
for
always thought
sure.
it was just a metaphor.
It is a
everything.
metaphor for sickness that you can see in real time. Either way,
Mary Litmus. All right.
that was all from us at Off the Sticks. No, that's enough about that. You can check out that thread. It's pretty funny. But we have something else that happened. This one not in the Facebook realm. This one in the Twitterverse.
Are we doing that? Do you see the? I printed this out.
And we're going to talk about that in just a second. And I want you guys to keep that in the back of your mind because it's going to be crazy. But first, we have a special correspondent piece. Take it away, Slime.
That is right. So we have this is Oliver, and he is a very devout Smash player, and he is camped out right now at the GameStop in Rancho Cucamonga.
Wow.
And he has been camped out for weeks now, waiting for Smash Ultimate. And we're actually going to go on the street with him live right now, and we're going to see what the line's like right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So while we set up for that, let's just talk about Ultimate, and the hype is unreal.
Yeah. So I mean, Ultimate, it's a little crazy. Literally, like people are linking me like clips from it. I opened one on stream. Apparently, that's super illegal, so I had to delete the whole
Is
VOD. Because there's like everyone just downloaded the game and stuff, and everyone's playing it, and everyone's so excited about it. It looks really cool.
I can't wait for Nintendo to just brick everybody's Switch.
I
was
know.
gonna say Wii.
They like
can't
shut
do
down
that.
all tournaments. They're like, you fucked it.
Well, just like the people that pirated, like they just bricked that
They
shit.
day one patch, delete the game.
Yeah, easy.
Just no one can play it anymore.
Sorry, you ruined it.
Yeah.
Pirates. But yeah, it's people are lining out the door.
I won't front. I'm excited for World of Light, the first player mode. I'm gonna
don't
play
know what
that.
that is.
It's like just the subspace
it.
emissary of the game.
Oh, it's like a story.
Yeah.
It's like a storybook.
Not as
Does it get
involved.
that big Mr. Manhattan guy with his wiener out and stuff?
It,
like last time?
I don't think that was in Brawl either.
It was in Brawl. It was the guy. He was the wiener guy.
Yeah.
It was crossed with Watchmen
I think you remember that wrong.
type of thing.
Because I don't think anyone had their wiener out in a Nintendo game. But it was a storyline in Subspace Emissary, and this one's a storyline as well. So it's not like Smash 4 where you just kind of like unlock the characters.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of be cool. 70 characters.
70?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we are now ready to go with our correspondent on the street right now, camped out in front of GameStop.
Okay.
Let's go to Oliver.
Hey guys, hello?
Oliver, how's it going?
Oh, it's great. You know, I'm just sitting here waiting. I thought there'd be a lot more people here, if I'm being honest.
Oliver, to be clear, how many people are out there with you right now?
Well, there's me and there's a guy who was here before me, but I do have reason to believe he's not here for Ultimate. I think he's homeless.
Okay, well, what makes you say that? Because, I mean, he could just be like a man.
He smells like piss.
Again, inconclusive.
Yeah, it's not conclusive. He could have been camping out for a long time. Maybe there was not a porta potty.
Well, yeah, and I asked him if he saw the Wave Dash video, and he said words I couldn't understand. If I'm being honest, it sounded like he was screaming, but also maybe speaking another language. I can't.
So it sounds like you're alone in front of a GameStop with a homeless man. Where's the line? We're all wondering, Oliver.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, look, I've been to all the great day ones. You know, I was there 2 weeks before Halo 3. I was there for Brawl. Smash 4, I would have loved to make it, but I had, you know, family emergency. You know, my dog had to
I
get
remember
triple
that.
bypass.
I remember Oliver.
Yeah.
We actually had to
It
send
was
him
bad.
flowers.
Oof, yeah. I mean,
It was.
I mean, whatever. I mean, it's
terrible
fine. You know,
accident.
whatever. I still got to play. Pac-Man a day late. You know, whatever.
Sure.
Sure,
But,
it
I
was
mean,
on
that's not the
gamepad.
case now. You're camped out. You're ready to get
but
into
here-
that store.
This is the thing is, I'm here and I'm so ready. And look, I mean, it's been Postmates, texting people. I have 3 backup charges for my phone right now.
Very cool. So, do you have a tent? Are you been sleeping? Are you sleeping well?
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. The cold concrete, it's okay. I tried pulling an inflatable air mattress. The homeless man took it. It's his now.
It's nice of him, or you, for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I'm just being, you know, you gotta spread the wealth, you know.
Oliver, let me ask you this. So, in this era, I mean, like, midnight releases aren't really that big of a thing anymore, right? Like, digital download, you could literally have the game on your Switch ready to play at launch. So, what are you doing?
Yeah, I pre-purchased it, and it'll actually automatically download the moment it's available in my area. So I'll be able to play it probably by minute 5.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you can just make sure it's just on your Switch, like it's wireless, like you have internet. I know you do, and you can just download it.
For every game, you can, and even if you don't have internet, you can just go to a public place and download it still.
Yeah, you don't need to be like camping out. I just thought you were doing it for like the spirit of it, which is also very cool.
Have the GameStop employees said anything to you?
No, mostly just been offering me food and drink, but
Oh, that's nice of them.
Hey,
yeah,
just a quick question, Oliver.
yeah. What's up?
So, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. Are you shaving
ahead.
right now, or do you have a little bit of scruff?
I mean, we are just hot off of No Shave November, as you know, and
So there's a little bit of scruff there.
I'm a couple days late.
Okay.
I'm still going strong.
And you've been camping out for a while, so you probably don't, you didn't get to shower a lot, so you maybe don't smell great.
Well, I have Axe chocolate body spray that I've been spraying on myself
That's a
every
good
day.
flavor. That's
Yeah.
a good scent. I
Yeah,
like
that's
that
something
one.
a
I
homeless
use
man
that
would steal
one.
from a 7th grader. So, I'm thinking here, Oliver, do the GameStop employees just think you're homeless?
No, what do you mean, man?
Yeah, I don't
Of course
think
not.
that doesn't make any sense to me. I feel
That's
like you're kind of
crazy.
jumping at weird conclusions and kind of grasping at
Yeah,
straws.
no.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Oliver's a gamer.
They know,
Yeah.
they know I'm dedicated. They know look, I'm a grinder. All I've done is grind.
Uh-huh.
You know, he's just out here trying to live his
And
best
they
life.
understand that.
Yeah.
Oliver, who are you gonna main in the new Smash? Let's say,
Sure, yeah, who are you gonna main? Who
you
are you
know,
gonna main?
Yeah.
focus on the negative here.
One more time?
Who are you gonna main?
Well, see, I've been thinking about probably either Snake or sorry, just one second. Yeah.
Just wanted to give you this.
What was this
No,
for?
it's like God bless, man. Like I know it's hard. Like I've been in your situation before, so I just wanted to make sure you were taken care of.
Oh wow.
What, are you
I think
fucking?
he's being given change.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Happy holidays, man. Happy holidays.
What, dude? What? Hey, no, what the fuck, man? Hey, I'm not homeless, dude. What
Okay,
the?
yeah, cut the tape.
Oh
Cut
my
it.
God.
Cut it off. Hey, Oliver, thanks so
Yeah,
much.
Thank you so much.
We'll see
Enjoy
you
the
later.
game. I'm sure you'll love it.
All right. Woo.
He is having a blast out there.
I mean, it's a dedicated gamer experience. Remember when Star Wars came out? Everyone's dressed up like Chewbacca and shit.
Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
In the iPhone. Everyone always lines up for the iPhone.
That's right.
Because you can't download it.
You can't. It's a physical thing. But hey, thank you so much to Oliver being
Yes.
our on the street correspondent. He's been a part of the Off the Sticks team for a long time, and we're just happy to have him on the show.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's super great. And you got a bonus today.
Yeah, it's a copy of.
Change, you filthy animal.
Because we don't pay him. Anyway,
Too much.
that was our on the street correspondent. Hope you enjoyed him. Maybe he'll be back in the future for other releases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, he's a grinder. He's a camper. He'll always be there.
Camp
waiting
out.
day one to get there.
maybe
you know what I'm
camp out
saying?
at like Snapchat when they're about to update their app.
Yeah.
Get the first download.
Yeah.
You know, or crazy things like that.
Yeah. He's crazy.
Crazy guy.
He's
Crazy guy.
crazy.
Next topic, I told you guys to keep it in the back of your mind. We're talking Twitter, Smash Twitter specifically. Ooh, Clout.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Clout Back Steakhouse.
All right. What? I wanted to start a dialogue, all right? People are like gearing up for this game.
Yes.
Smash Ultimate's coming out, and they're talking about some shit like, they're like ramping up, you know, they're getting ready to like insert themselves into the scene, and everyone is currently moving from Smash 4 over, and they're like getting ready.
Yeah.
And all this shit. And there's been some talk about like, if we want to bring up the TK Breezy tweet, I think this is a really important tweet.
Yeah,
And I
it's a
think
good
this,
tweet.
This kind of summarizes the way I've thought a lot about things like commentary.
I agree.
But for one, what the fuck is clout? What does it mean? We need a hard definition. I got called the clout chaser like a week ago.
Really?
Yeah.
By who?
I won't name it. But like, I've never considered myself that, because the last thing I want is attention from smashers. That is the last thing I want. Come on, brother.
I think it's second to last for me.
Second to last? What's the
Yeah.
last thing?
Probably a tournament organizer who would allow members of the Al Qaeda and child. Well, I won't get into details, but that would be the last thing I want.
Yeah, well, we're just different, that's all.
Clout, yeah, clout is a.
What does it mean?
It's like an all-encompassing word at this point,
It gets
right?
thrown around as this idea of like, it means that you're not sincere, maybe? Like,
I think it's almost like it's like pull, but undeserved pull. I feel like sometimes.
undeserved pull.
Yeah.
Like influence.
Yeah.
Or does influence equal popularity in this idea? Because I think about it as popularity, which kind of is a mutual relationship with influence and
I
shit.
feel like the word popular is out, and people just replace it with clout,
Okay.
and then.
Clout implies a power, though. I think that's
Yeah,
the
it
difference
does.
in the word, right?
But popular implies power too. I mean, that's fame, right? Fame's power.
I think clout directly implies it, while popular indirectly implies it.
And I think it's because if you have popularity, because there are so many more tools for you, you have power.
Yeah, true. So there's this idea of like people like clout chasing and shit like that, and like, what does that mean when people are only interested in that? How does one gain clout without being sincere in the first place? That's what I'm wondering. If people are so worried about clout chasing, or whatever you want to call it, or like getting popular without putting in sincere work, shouldn't that just iron itself out?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
I don't get it.
And I'm trying to understand this concept and what people are
I think people try to judge the sincerity of not only the content you put out, but like whether you're deserving of the platform you have based
true.
off what you've done. And I think it's all snap judgments. And I think like,
so a commentary slot is a platform in this case.
yeah, commentary slot's a platform, followers on Twitter is a platform, like all these things could be platforms and, you know, considered deserved or undeserved.
Right. How would one get a commentary slot undeserved is my question.
Who you know?
Okay.
You know, you could force your way on a commentary. You could whatever, you're really good friends with the tournament organizer, and you say, just slide me in there.
Just slide me, get me in, dog.
Shaq.
Come on,
Bro.
TriCast Shaq. Let's go,
Bro.
baby.
And then you get on, and then it's like, well, who the fuck is this guy? He doesn't know goddamn shit about, XYZ game.
And I guess how would someone who did put in the work, or like whatever, I think commentary is weird in general. Like, let's say they grinded to be really good at commentary, and they get turned away because they don't know Shaq or whoever.
Well, I think it's...
What's their recourse? Like, how do they live?
I mean, maybe they get bitter and they look at people who did get the spot and they say, why the hell did they get the spot?
Right.
And then they, they continue to fight for it, and, maybe they keep failing and they get more bitter, or they succeed and then they don't get bitter. There's a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
But what I think's interesting is that this isn't exclusive to Melee or commentary at all. Like, this happens in comedy, like stand-up comedians.
Yeah, it's huge. In the entertainment business, this is fucking huge. And I think being on a mic is sort of parallel to entertainment as well. Because, like, you ever try to, like, break into, like, Hollywood or stand-up or whatever, it's about who the fuck you know.
Yeah.
Like, there's open mics, but, like, if you want a spot, you typically network, and that's how you get things.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a merit-based society.
And if you yoink a spot and it's like your 8th ever set, then people will judge you and judge a person that put you on because you didn't grind your way there.
Yeah.
Put in the hours. I know Bo Burnham talked about this.
Really?
Because he like sprung up really quickly on the scene, and not in the normal way, because it was like through his YouTube.
Like,
and
when
so
YouTube
then,
was for boomers.
Yeah, and then he would just get like, hot gigs, and then people would be like, he gets a Netflix special, like, fuck this guy. I've been out here fucking 15 years.
Yeah, 15 years
in
been doing
LA,
stand-up.
dropping the same, pussy licking joke, slaps every
it's good,
time.
I swear.
Then Bo up here comes up and he says, I'm depressed, and everyone's like, yo. So, everyone gets bitter from that. But yeah, let's pull up the tweet. Let's read it here.
Yeah, so this is a really good tweet. I think it's...
So this thread originally came from a quote tweet from Max Ketchum's tweet, which was, what do you want to see in changes for the commentary meta with Ultimate coming out? And then he tweeted, this is the big one here that's highlighted, because to me, if you're worried about becoming popular before you even get on the mic, then you got on for the wrong reasons, to be honest. You get on because you love the game and want to talk about it in a way that will make others love the game. Everything else is a product of that.
That's the shit, right? And we've said this before on the show too about commentaries. Like, if you don't like the game, get the fuck out. Like, this isn't for you, because like, he has a previous tweet that's something like, it wasn't about us talking about who was going to get on the mic. It's, do we need anyone on the mic? Do we even need commentary? And it's like, I don't think chasing commentary is so weird, because it's not. You need to play the game.
Yeah.
Like, Melee is not for a commentator, right? It's for a player. I guess I'm trying to explain. I've always had this idea that, like, players matter the most, because without them the game doesn't kind of exist. But
yeah, I don't know if Ultimate's the same, because Melee is so old. I think that's why that's the case, and it's so storied, and it's so, there's so many things you need to know that if you don't play the game, you won't know them. Like,
right. But there's a question you have to ask yourself. If you're like trying to get into commentary, but you're not really sure if you like the game or not, well, why would you want to spend your time talking and doing unpaid gigs usually about something you don't like?
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
And let me tell you, it's there's not a huge payoff.
It's fucking small.
I have never made money commentating, ever.
You always lose. You
I've
always lose.
Consistently lost hundreds of dollars every single time.
And whatever travel costs, it never covers it, unless you're A tier.
This was the only year. This was the only year where I've commentated a lot of different events around, like, the U.S. Because usually it was just kind of like my region, whether it was AZ or if I was in California and there was something going on there, but barely even, because I was usually busy with work or something. This is the first year where I travel a lot, and it stacks up. Ooh, those dollar signs!
Yeah, those
goes
in-and-out
1,
trips.
2, 3, 4, 5 digits gone.
What? 5 digits?
Maybe it's an
I have
exaggeration.
a fucking gambling problem too, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly because in Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit fucked me
You go to the
up.
casino.
Ooh, 2 years in a row it fucked me up.
Yeah, I count that in the actual budget.
Yeah,
how much money I spent at the night in the casino.
If Jungle Guy would just stop hosting tournaments near a fucking casino, maybe I'd be in better shape.
that'd be fucking great,
Yeah.
Jungle Guy. How
Bro.
about you host it near a huge gym?
And
where we can all get fit.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. We
and
all
yoked.
run together, swim. Maybe we shouldn't do that.
That's Smash and
J-
Splash.
J-
We're actually just
Jared,
talking about Smash
Jared
and
might
Splash.
show up.
Oh no. But yeah, I think, this isn't the vehicle to get popular. I think it's really hard.
It's not the vehicle for fucking anything. That's the idea. Like,
Yeah.
what do you transition from commentary into? What the fuck does that equal? Like, influence into like becoming an Instagram person and like having like a vape sponsorship? I don't know. Like, what's the what's the lateral move or the upper move? There really isn't one.
Yeah, I mean,
If you like commentary, you just do it. You have to like talking, and you have to like the thing you're commentating. That's pretty much it. I saw, Zipper, you pulled up the Yipes. Yipes had a really good tweet, and it was a little bit of a tweet longer. He said, for those asking if I'm going to commentate Smash Bros. Ultimate, he says, the first thing he says, I will never fake the funk and just jump on another community just because it's hot off the press. I'd actually have to put in work for about a year, compete, play hardcore, get really connected with the Smash community, and most importantly, I got to enjoy the game.
baller tweet, or tweet longer.
Even then, I still feel funny about it because I didn't grind or hustle with the Smash community to get where they at. I appreciate a few from the Smash community that want me to jump on. It's all love. Yipes is a fucking god because he's out here like talking about what commentating really means. It means being so embedded within the community and using your skills to elevate that community, and nothing else. Like, Yipes didn't get paid for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Now I'm sure he gets gigs, but like, fuck, dude, it's not a lot.
He's still not.
It's not a lot.
He's not going on yachts in the off days.
So I don't know. I kind of want to talk about that and just like cover that as the idea of the future of Smash. If anyone is interested, you know what I fucking found out?
What?
I found out that the up and coming like Melee commentators, at least, who I'm friends with most of them, and they're all great people. They're all fucking theater kids, man. They're all theater kids.
I did theater.
I know, and that's what I'm talking.
I did one musical, Legally Blonde. I was part of Honors Choir. Miss T, the director of the all the musicals.
What role did you play?
She was like, you have to audition, because my sister did it before me. Like, she was a big actress in high school, and I was like, fuck no, Mrs. T. And she was like, you're doing it.
You're doing it.
And she was a hard ass, so I did it.
You pretty boy.
I was Legally Blonde. I was Warner. He's the huge asshole.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Really attractive. So attractive.
Okay.
He's like
It's just a character.
a mixture
It's
of
just a character. It's not
Henry Cavill
You're just explaining a fictional
and
character.
Hercules.
So you're explaining yourself. You're just talking about yourself.
So good looking.
That's the whole thing to do.
Yeah,
but
I would say,
they're all theater kids. Why is that? That's fucked up.
I don't know. There's like an aspect of performing and whatever. I don't know.
I'm just kidding. There's nothing really wrong with that. But like being a theater
We're
kid,
virgins, so we all
we are all virgins.
we like to get fucked in the game and then hop on the mic after and talk about how we got fucked real bad. What I'll say is that just
Is that him?
yeah.
Do you think you're more handsome than that guy? I don't know. He's got a tan going.
What do you think?
You're too pale.
What I say is that you have to first realize what your goals are. Is your goal to become an influencer? Is it clout? Then just create content.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you should do.
That's more honest.
And then just create Smash 4 content. There's going to be or Smash Ultimate content. There's going to be a huge craving. Everything's going to boom in numbers. So if you want to create content, there's definitely there's a ton of things that you could make. But if you just want to talk about the game because you love the game and you want to share your love with the game with other people, then commentate.
That's all there is to it. That's all you're doing is you're sharing the game. You're sharing how you feel.
Any commentator who has clout, it's because they make content too. I don't think it's just from commentating strictly. I don't think I can think of a commentator who doesn't create content that has clout, really.
What about Vish?
Vish creates content.
What content?
Well, he streams, and then he's also like a part of other streams, and then he I would consider even the stuff he does with Nintendo content more than commentating, because that's not really
Yeah, being a brand ambassador type of person.
yeah. All that is kind of content to me. So
yeah, and if you're wondering how to get into commentary, you don't get into it. You just sit on a fucking table and you do it.
How'd you get into
your
commentary?
local? I literally just sat down at a SoCal local because there was an open mic, and I was like, I'll just talk about the game. I like the game and I like talking. That's it. That's
You never
it.
commentated in Colorado?
No.
Really?
No. I think maybe one ghetto set.
Yeah.
It was really, really messy. It was my friend playing, so I wanted to commentate my friend playing.
Yeah, AZ would just have empty mics, and when you go 2-2 and you see a trash bin up in grand finals, you want to make sure there's a voice to narrate his victory.
Narrate his journey
over
as a
the
gamer.
clutches of Duke Vitro once in 30 times. So yeah, that's
pretty much.
just find your goals and be honest with your goals and
don't do things for the wrong reasons.
pursue them for the right reasons.
Don't be insincere, and don't use Smash as a vehicle to elevate your insincere ideas, because it'll catch you. Everyone will know.
And also, it's a shitty vehicle.
It's a
There's
fucking
so-
busted ass Ford Escort.
Just make a vlog.
Like, it's so much better to do
Yo,
that.
what's up, gamers? We got a sick video coming up today, but before that, we have a giveaway.
You're so natural. Look at this. I'm
Fortnite.
swooning right now. You're so good at this. Anyway,
Enough about Clout.
I think it's about time, Ludwig. I think it's about time.
This is the debate you've all been waiting for. What is it, 2-3 months in the making? People have been begging for it on Twitter. And if you thought the lasagna debate was exciting, well, that's just a precursor for the peanut butter debate.
I think you should strap in, right? Because this could be like
Nuclear.
This should be 2 hours long. I don't know about that. You know, this guy thinks that it's a liquid. He thinks that it's a liquid. I think it's solid. I think it's pretty clear.
But Slime, here's what you don't know. It's not a liquid and it's not a solid. It's actually a semi-solid colloid. Wait,
Did you?
you knew that too?
Yeah, I Googled it.
Yeah, me too. And it's just that, and it's not.
That's what it is. It's not neither a solid nor a liquid. It's
It falls into a different group, like a gel or a toothpaste. It can't really just be one. It has a different.
yeah.
Oh. Well, okay.
I mean, it's pretty. Sometimes we just get to the bottom of it, you know. Hey, it was a great debate.
Yeah,
It
man.
was
I
great to.
actually super appreciate that.
to you.
I think that was a really good conversation, and I
I think we
found some even ground.
covered a lot. We covered a lot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was a peanut butter debate.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed. And we just have one more thing to talk about today. Take it away, Slime.
By this time next week, competitive Smash will be very different. A lot of people are excited. A lot of people are indifferent. Some people are angry at the new game coming out. Most people don't even know who Mangus is at all. And that's most of them. They pay the real bills. And a new game can mean a lot of positives, a lot of negatives, only time will tell. And things are going to be different. But if we've learned anything in the past 17 years is that Melee won't. Even with texture mods that make Captain Falcon look like the Hamburglar, Melee ultimately at its core will always be a fulfilling and fun and deep experience that we all love. And the beautiful thing is we never have to bow down to Daddy Nintendo or Daddy Capcom or whatever developer that you kind of get locked into, especially these pros. They have to move on to the next game because that's their livelihood. But for most of us, we can just keep playing the game we love. Years from now, we can be hosting house tourneys and arguing about whose Martha's better. And the game can continue to be something that gives us a fraction of meaning to our lives. And whatever games come out, whatever happens to change in our lives, this never will. No DLC, no servers, no corporate identities, just the game. And today, we celebrate that. Happy birthday, Melee. Here's to another 17.
And that is all from us at Off the Sticks. We will see you next Monday. Thank you for watching. My Fox is so much better than your Marth.
I will fuck you up. You
I
stupid.
beat
You're
you
so dumb.
literally this weekend. I crushed you
Oh,
like a
play me
great...
on land! Play me on land!
It was
Play me on
land. It was land.
So stupid.
That's what it was.